Today I'm with Dan Lerma at the Container Store, and Dan, the last trip I had, I just wasn't organized in my packing. I had crumpled up clothes, I brought too much stuff. I really need some help, and I'm sure everybody else could use some suggestions too.
Well, you came to the right place.
All right.
So let's get started. Let's talk about a couple things
Excellent.
to kind of help you get a little bit more organized.
Okay.
First thing, plan.
Okay.
Really call ahead to a couple places. You want to call ahead to where you're going, find out, a lot of things about the area that you're going to be in for clothing purposes, for what you're going to be taking with you as far as toiletries, etc. Do they have all of that? Those are things that you want to find out.
Okay.
Next thing, call your airlines, call the airport. All those things are important because you want to make sure that when you get to the airport that there's no surprises.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And I know now, if you can pack into one suitcase, you're going to save some money.
That is the best thing. Yeah,
Okay.
that is really the best thing. Whether it's a carry-on or a check-in bag, if you can get it all into one, that is the best thing that you can do.
Okay, so carry-on is one of the first things.
Yeah, carry-ons are really important, and we're going to get to this in a little bit.
Okay.
But let's back up a little bit and let's start with planning.
Okay.
So make a list. There's a couple things that you can do, and one of them is, of course, just grab any notebook and start writing down the things that you know you're going to need so that you don't forget anything. Keep the list with you when you start to pack, so that way it's in the bag once you get to your destination, so you remember to bring everything back.
Okay.
We also have a pre-done list called the Pack This, and it gives you a nice little checklist of what you need as well. The other thing, documents and information to take with you. Documents, you want to make sure that everything is ready when you get to the airport. You have a place for your itinerary.
Nice and organized.
Exactly. You have a place for passport, credit cards, cash. All kinds of information that is right there at your fingertips. You can keep this in a carry-on bag, or you can keep this with a check bag until you need it when you get to the airport. Then all of the information that you're going to take with you. There's so many resources out there as far as like where you're going. Travel guides, food guides, whatever.
Yeah, the magazine.
Yeah, but again, when you call the airport or the airlines, weight is a factor. So what we are recommending is, of course, make copies and then put them in a folder, so that way you have everything just right here, and it's easier and it's lighter.
That's a great idea, because you're not going to go everywhere that's in the book.
Exactly right. So just make sure that that's all at your fingertips as well. Okay? Next thing, of course, we were talking about weight. A luggage scale is a really great thing to have handy at home. What this does is this unclips here, and you wrap it around. If you'll hold that for me there. This just wraps around the handle. You push the button to set it, and then it tells you how much it weighs right there on top.
I like that.
So that again, there's no surprises once you get to the airport.
Yeah, it's always hard. I use my scale, but the suitcase is always in the way, and I can't read it.
A lot of people do that.
I like that. That's a great idea.
So it was really a great, useful tool to have handy everywhere. Okay. The next, you were talking about too many clothes, too many things, rumpled clothing, all of that stuff.
Right.
This is called the packet system. And what this is going to do is this is going to help you get there virtually wrinkle-free. And what this does is you just basically take your garment, lay it out on a flat surface. I'm just going to do it right here since we're limited in space. This is going to go right over the back, and the folding board will actually tell you how to do this.
Nice.
Okay, and then it just folds over one more time, flips up, and then you pull out the board.
And if you get really good at that, you can get a job at a clothing store too, right?
You definitely
All
can.
right, I like that.
All right, there's already a hard piece on the bottom, and then you just want to lay this on the top so that when you fold this up, this just goes right there, and then this folds over just like this.
How many garments are in there? It looked like there was about 7 or 8.
Yeah, there's at least, I believe there's 10 garments in here that I packed in there. Now this is another thing that you want to do when you travel, is think ahead as far as your clothing. Don't overpack. You were talking about that a second ago. Take like a pair of black pants, a pair of khaki pants.
Right.
Then take different shirts to match them,
Right.
so you're not taking 5 pairs of pants.
I like
Same
that.
thing with shoes. Shoes take up a lot of space in luggage. Narrow it down to 1 pair. Wear your bulkiest pair when you're going through the airport.
Good.
So that way it doesn't
Good
take up all that room.
Good suggestion.
The last thing is, of course, is your luggage. Get a lightweight piece of luggage. There are so many choices out there as far as luggage now, whether you're doing a check-in bag or a carry-on. But try to find the lightest weight bag that you can find, because again, weight is going to be a big factor when you get to the airport.
And then that would just fit back in the bag.
Exactly right. So when you open this up, if I can get this here.
It just lays right in.
Exactly. So this opens up here, and then this goes right inside.
So then the last thing, if I was to do this as a carry-on,
let's go to the
this
bottles.
is the most important thing.
Yeah, 3-ounce bottles. Remember, 3-1-1. 3-ounce bottles, 1 quart bag,
Okay.
1 carry-on.
Okay.
So we have something called the 311 bag, as a matter of fact, that come with bottles, and then there's still enough room to put like toothpaste and other things. If you have your own travel bag already, then leak-proof bottles are important, as well as labeling. So these are great because then that just goes right into the carry-on bag.
Great, great.
If you're going to check your luggage, of course, any size bottle will go in there, but for carry-on, you've got to have the 311.
Oh, that's great. These are great tips, and if you want some more help, they're going to be having some seminars here?
Correct. We do demonstrations on the weekend from now till June 27th, every Saturday and Sunday at 1 and 3 p.m. And there's an opportunity to win a $25 gift card as well.
Oh, I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for all these stress-free travel tips.
You're very welcome.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Dan. Thanks.